All right, everyone. Today we've got Coach Herman Boone's Chargers, 81 overall, traveling cross country to meet Buffalo, another 81 overall. On paper, this one's about as even as it gets. Both of them overall 81s, as we discussed. They're both 0-1 and losing their first outings. The Bills did come a little bit closer. They took on Coach Tater's Ravens last week and lost in an overtime thriller. But Coach Boone is going to be looking to carry his Chargers to victory. So let's see how it goes. We're going to get a little bit of a position breakdown here as Coach Boone gets a chance to look at his goals for the week. Quarterback comparison, the Chargers have a big advantage here. Defensive end, it's a little closer, but the Bills have that edge. Then we've got the corner comparison. I would give the edge, even though the rating is pretty close, even though Lattimore does have the lead there, I would give it to Lattimore anyway. And then the tight ends look to be pretty much identical. Xbox One having a huge Capcom sale, literally no one cares. It's Xbox One review. Literally no one cares. Hey, Tater, thank you so much for the host. What is pain? French bread. I like French bread. Right? Like, I was going to ignore the fact that it was Capcom for a minute. But literally no one cares that it's Xbox One. Tater, have a good night. Or good morning. And appreciate you. If you're able to be here in the morning, I could move your game around, but I don't know if you've already left. All right, we're going to be getting to it in just a moment. Week 2 is about to kick off. Let's see how the Chargers do today. It makes me laugh from a good, possibly unhealthy place to know that they're not sure where they're going to play. All right. Buffalo receives the kickoff and brings it out to their 19-yard line. They're going to take over in a single-back formation. Watson back to throw. Scrambling, looking around. Has all day. He rolls out to his right. Had a clear lane and decides to run into the defender who has shed his blocker. Not sure what Watson's poor decision-making process went on in his head there. But instead of taking some easy yards, he decides to take the hard one. It's a handoff to Ingram. He's hit in the backfield, rolls off of the tackle, but is going to be brought down by the safety for a loss of 2. Be crash out since I'm working early afternoon. I got you. Devil May Cry 5 was there. Game of the year. Let's get ready to Buffalo. Do we think Buffalo is going to muck this up like the Browns normally do? Or will they come out and beat the Chargers? Watson, play fake to Ingram, rolling out to his right, and he's going to be brought down. He does manage to get the ball away, barely. And since he is out of the pocket, that's not going to go down as an intentional grounding. Don't question my typing. I'm not questioning. I'm correcting. There's a difference. Questioning would imply I don't already know it's wrong. Weil back to punt. This one sails deep into Chargers territory, fielded by Bolden at his own 29. He stiff arms his way forward and rolls forward for about a 12-yard return. The Chargers, led by Andrew Luck, are going to have great field position to start this game for the first time on offense. They're going to come out and start at their own 44-yard line. There you see Luck's stats from last week. I believe he went out of the game injured, or maybe he got benched. I don't quite remember. My defense is acting as advertised. Rivers under center, trips bunch to the left. It's a handoff to McKissick. Big gain up the middle. And a lot of defenses have some really thin lines when you look at their defensive tackle positions and their middle linebackers. You got to wonder if that's just lack of quality at the position, or if that's great play calling by these offenses, because we have seen a lot of gash up the middle plays, including some big runs last week from Dalvin Cook, Christian McCaffrey. We've got a lot going on here. Another big game from McKissick. Will take the Chargers into Buffalo territory. Luck throws, caught by Godwin and dropped. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 at the Buffalo 42. Don't forget we got Keenum in the back. Like, Luck under center, single back formation, 2nd and 10 from the 42. Play fake, throws, dumps it down to McKissick after the play fake for a gain of 5. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5 from the Buffalo 37. There you're getting a look at the Buffalo starting defense coming out in a 4-3. I like that Logan Ryan pick over at corner. Keenum going to leg drop Luck and spray paint NWO on his back. Luck dropping back, shotgun, looks right, hits Godwin. This time Godwin able to hold on to it, but not able to hold on to his health as he is injured, yet getting up, walking around just fine. Methinks Godwin playing possum and not doing a good job at it. He does get hit hard, but he got up and walked away like nothing happened. But you saw the injury report at the top of the screen. Either way, 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Coming out in the I formation. McKissick in the backfield. Nope, sorry, that's P. Ryan. P. Ryan able to follow his blocker for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Coach Boone looks pretty pleased at the moment. Let's see if he stays that way. Luck back to throw, throws it over the middle to DeValve. He holds on to it as he has to spin around against his motion there to catch this one on his back hip. It's 1st and goal after the athletic grab by the tight end. 1st and goal at the Buffalo 6-yard line. Luck a little behind with that throw, but his tight end able to make something out of it. Here we go. They've got strength to the field. Handoff McKissick. McKissick trying to run forward. Gains, looks like 2 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and goal. DeValve is DeFreeman. He found DePortal. You dumb Coach Boone. All right, this time I don't like a shotgun look from the 4-yard line, but they don't care what I like. The handoff to McKissick. McKissick bounces off of a couple of tacklers and runs this one in for a San Diego/Los Angeles touchdown. I think San Diego wants to claim the touchdown, even though Los Angeles claims the team. Also, Buffalo's star linebacker Van Oy is down on the play. Coach Boone on the sideline yelling, let's fucking go. Keenum, after getting some action last week, holds for Suckup, and Suckup knocks it through the uprights. The Chargers have taken a 7-0 lead here in the first quarter in Buffalo. Early leads have proven to be tenuous at best. We remember last week the Dolphins had a 7-0 lead on the Titans before the Titans came back and won 20-7. We had the Seahawks up 21-7 on the Broncos before the Broncos came back and won that one 24-21. Let's see if the Chargers can buck the trend and actually hold on to a lead. Thank you, Ryu. Appreciate that, my friend. Watson bringing the Buffalo offense back out onto the field, starting from the 25, starting under center. He rolls out to his left. He throws it deep, and it's intercepted in the backfield. That's not the backfield, but you know what I mean. Randall coming up with the big INT at the Chargers 22, and Luck is going to bring that offense back out on the field to see if they can add to this lead. You could tell it was a bad throw from Deshaun Watson before he even let it go. And he's had big-time issues making decisions in this game already. This Chargers defense has had him stymied from the beginning. It's going to be interesting to see if Watson can collect himself and put this one back together. But in the meantime, Luck is going to look to be the front runner here and lead this team as far away from Watson and that Buffalo offense as they can get. Luck hands off to McKissick, straight up the middle, gets about a half spin, able to gain about a yard, maybe 2. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8 from the Chargers 24. Luck didn't even get to start on his ribs on the side. Luck in the gun, 2 receivers stacked to the left. Play fake, throws right. Hits his tight end, O.J. Howard, on the sidelines, and that's a big first down for the Chargers. Luck is now 4 of 5 for about 52 yards after that 18-yard grab by Howard. Clearly a catch despite this awful physics engine. Yes, sir, Coach Boone. It was a 2-yard gain. Luck wants to keep his job. He's got to earn his way back into Coach Boone's good graces. Luck, slant to the left, bounces off the defender's helmet, almost picked off by the linebacker, but falls harmlessly to the turf. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Rivers in the gun, trips out left. Looking, all day to throw. Hits Washington for a huge gain. Washington tries to juke his defender. He's caught from behind by Logan Ryan. But that's going to be about a 22-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 1st and 10 as the Chargers move back into Buffalo territory. That's the end of the first quarter, with the Chargers on top 7, Buffalo 0. There you see his teammates, even after he's down, they're clearly motioning. Come on, guys. Keep running. Treat it like it's practice. Don't stop till 30 minutes after the whistle blows. Ryu out here doing the Lord's work, clipping some big plays. This announcer loves some damn Snickers. It's not fair that it's so prominently displayed in the game. What are we even talking about? We ain't even talking about a game. We're talking about practice. This ain't even a game. It's practice. Luck. Handoff to McKissick. Stretch out to the right. Able to be brought down by Seymour, the corner, who had come up on a blitz. 2nd and 8 from the Buffalo 32. The Chargers well within field goal range as long as Suckup mains his typical self here. but obviously the Chargers want more. This one's a play action. Luck throwing over the middle. Complete big gain to Jones Jr. And Luck is now 6 of 8 for 102 yards as he completes that one down to the Buffalo 5. First and goal for the Chargers. The Chargers are looking to absolutely reverse the perception of themselves around the league this week. Last week they came out and dropped one to the Chiefs. It's more like they dropped a number 2 to the Chiefs. But so far, so good for the Chargers. Chargers out, goal line formation. Play fake, Luck under pressure, and he is blasted. Right after I've sing their praises, Perryman, almost untouched, knocks Rivers back for a loss of 10 on that sack. The Chargers are just lucky Luck stayed healthy and held on to the ball on this play. Honestly, if that defender hadn't gotten him, the next one would have. There were 2 guys right there in Luck's face. Second and goal from the 15. Luck hands off to P. Ryan, who manages to find a lane and turns nothing into something, gaining about 12 yards. So now they're third and goal from the 3. They've managed to gain a net of 2 after 2 plays. There you see him. He's more of an elusive, speedy back, but you see him carrying his defender, his tackler, an extra 2 or 3 yards there. Showing the will to win. Luck back to throw. He's got his man open. And the fan looked more open, so he threw it to that guy. That one sails into the second row of the stands, and that's going to bring out Ryan Suckup in the field goal unit. Luck thought he'd send someone home with a souvenir. Keenum to hold. Suckup kicks. It's good, and the Chargers have a 10-0 lead. The cameraman is not. I'm sorry, the fan just looked more open than his running back that came out of the backfield into the flat there. Here comes the kickoff. Chargers with their biggest lead of the season, on top of Buffalo by 10. Oh, wow, what a kick. That, a terrible play from Switzer there on the receiving team. If he lets that ball bounce, they're going to get the ball at the 40-yard line for an illegal procedure on Suckup. But instead, he fields the ball and immediately accidentally steps on the sideline, and Buffalo's offense with another deep hole. Another miscue from Buffalo is going to start them at their own 7-yard line.
Neutral zone infraction.
This time the Chargers have their own miscue. They give them 5 free yards back. After a neutral zone infraction penalty, we used to call that encroachment, brings up 1st and 5 for Watson and the Bills. So, if they get blocked, you could, Ryu. Illegal procedure would be if you kick the ball off and it goes out of bounds, not through the end zone, but actually out of bounds. Watson no. The hit forces Williams to drop the slant, and that's 2nd and 5. Basically, the illegal procedure is to prevent them from kicking the ball out of bounds like you could on a punt. Watson with a completion this time, which actually held on to over the middle, and that's going to be Watson's first completion of the game, this time to Harris. 13 yards and a 1st down. Looks like the linebacker for the Chargers, Brown, anticipated that the ball was going to go through the receiver's hands and just come to him for an interception. But I'm sorry, Brown, you got to get out there and work for it. Now, this one looks like Buffalo is going to give 5 yards back. It looks like this is going to be a false start. And it is. Back the Bills up 5 yards. 1st and 15 at the 20. Bills catching the smoke right now. Welcome in, Goat Man. Watson dropping back, 7-step drop, throws it out to the flat to Ingram, who spins out of the tackle but doesn't gain much for it. 2nd and 10 from the 26. Bills can't stand up to Phils. I'm confused. Who is Phils? Why is Phils? So Goatman will have his game next. Oh, barbecue. Okay. But remember, the Chargers aren't claimed yet. They could be Roscoe's. There's a beautiful spin by Ingram there, but he's still taken down after maybe a gain of another 2. They're at Phil's right now. It's a tour of eateries here. Watson in the gun, 2 wideouts to his left. Hands off to Ingram, who follows his blocker not very far. He actually followed his blocker right into his blocker, and that's going to be a loss of a yard. No, that'll be a gain of a yard. Sorry. It's 3rd and 9 from the 27 as we approach the 2-minute warning. Coach Ford's Falcons lost in bitter fashion last week. Missed a field goal that could have tied the ball game and sent it to overtime, but instead the kicker was well short. And it was a distance you would expect an NFL kicker to be able to at least have the leg for. Maybe not the accuracy, but at least the leg. He was short by a good 6 or 7 yards. Coach Ford fired him, signed a new kicker. See if that move comes back to haunt him or if it was a good call. Another drop from the Bills receivers after another big hit from the Chargers defense. And that's going to bring out Buffalo's punt unit once again. Brown making up for his lack of a play earlier by getting a big shot here and forcing the ball out of Williams' hand. That's actually Williams' 2nd, possibly even 3rd drop. Weil back to punt. This one's high, but doesn't look very deep. But that was a trick of the camera angle. Bolden fields it, spins down the sideline, spins again. Oh, man, if he could have run that one back, Coach Boone would have been ecstatic. But it's still a big, beautiful 17-yard return, and that's going to give Luck and the Chargers great field position. 1st and 10 at the whoever they are, Chargers 43. Chargers coming out looking much better than they did last week so far. Luck back to throw. Plenty of time. Hits his man Robinson on the sideline for a gain of 9. Looks like actually they're only going to give him 8. But that's 2nd and 2 just inside Buffalo's territory. 2nd and 2 at the 49. 1:28 to go in the first half. Chargers looking to pad their lead. Put the backup in. He was good last week. Luck looking, throws left, and it bounces right out of his receiver's hands. Was the corner able to get a hand on that? Wasn't able to tell from that angle. Maybe we'll see one here. Not only was he able to get a hand on it, it was actually thrown to the corner, not the receiver. So from the angle we had, it looked like it bounced off the receiver's hands. From the closer up angle, it looks like a dropped interception. Lucky there. He hits Robinson on a corner route. Now 8 of 12 for 127 yards. 1st and 10 at Buffalo's 32. Just under a minute. Well, it would have been just under a minute to play, but Coach Boone wisely runs out onto the field to get the ref's attention. Takes a timeout with 1:01 to go. I swear, Roddy, if that had ended up being a touchdown, that would have no doubt been one of the top 10 of the week, too. Like, undoubtedly. It still might make it, but I'm sure it's going to have stiff competition. And Luck misfires again. Another receiver, same area of the field as the touchdown missed opportunity we saw earlier. And he just overthrows the receiver again. This time, incomplete. At least he didn't throw it into the 4th row of the stands, but it's incomplete nonetheless. Luck back to throw. This time throws to the other side of the field. For some reason able to hit the receiver on that side on the same type of distance. But it's not going to be much of a gain. Coach Boone calls another timeout. That leaves the Chargers with 1 and a 3rd and 10 from Buffalo's 32. Luck in the gun. 3 receivers to his right. Looking, throwing. He can't hit the broadside of a barn, throwing out to the short right flat. He misses again, and this time he throws it to the camera crew. That's 4th and 10 with Luck. I don't know if his arm is just unhinged out there. I don't know what's going on, but he's missed the wide open receiver 3 times in that area of the field. Suck about to attempt the field goal. Oh, it squeaks over the crossbar. And that's going to give the Chargers a 13-0 lead. Suckup earning his money out there right now. Barely. Look how close this one comes. It clears the crossbar by about a foot. Switzer fields the kickoff, runs it back out to the Buffalo 27, and there Watson will try and get something going with this Buffalo offense. They've got 3 timeouts and 42 seconds left to work with. So far, Watson has been ineffective at best. Let's see if he can turn that around. The widely panned video game streamer Ninja would be proud of Suckup. Watson in the gun, back to throw, looking, going through his progressions, and he hits his receiver Brown off to the left side of the field as Buffalo calls a timeout. 2nd and 4, 34 seconds left to go in the first half. Buffalo has only run 10 plays total, 3 runs, 7 passes. This play number 11, thrown to the tight end Harris and broken up by Moore. 3rd and 4 after yet another drop from the Buffalo receiving corps. I don't condone cheating, but Buffalo might want to go invest in Gorilla Glue. About to change their name to the Buffalo Butterfingers. Wishbone formation. Watson back to throw, looking, spinning, darting, praying, unable to get away as the defender brings him down in the backfield. And this time the Chargers call a timeout. They're going to hope to get a big couple of plays with that 25 seconds that are left in the second quarter. The punt team will be back on the field for Buffalo. Watson has speed to burn, but unable to get away from the defender. I'm not sure why. Watson has not looked good in this game. And that punt sails into the end zone just barely. Buffalo had a chance to down it inside the 1, but they didn't have anybody fast enough to get down there and field the ball. Luck will bring the Chargers back out with 17 seconds to go from their own 20. You never know. You never say never in this situation. They could get a big play, but it looks like they're going to be doing a run to the right side. Oh, Luck could have snapped the ball. McKissick, run up the middle, and that's going to do it for the first half unless the Chargers have superhuman speed to get back to the line. A 9-yard run from McKissick to close out the half. And at halftime, we have the Los Angeles, but currently being claimed by San Diego Chargers, 13, Buffalo 0. All right, Ryu, appreciate it. Snickers is out as a sponsor. Butterfingers is in. There you see the Chargers on top in every category so far. No one cares about this game. We don't have any users in there. But I imagine Coach Boone is cheering on the Steelers, if for no other reason than the Chiefs made them look bad last week. Got 2 sets of plane tickets. Coach Boone giving the pep talk at halftime here. Got a close one brewing up there in New York. So we've seen the Chargers defense be the star of the show. The Chargers offense has looked okay at times and good at other times, but inept in a couple of instances when they've needed Luck to step up. Luck has had some wide open receivers out in the right side in the flat. Short area throws to the right have been Luck's Achilles heel out there. Oh, Roddy. After the kickoff, the Chargers are going to take over on offense after deferring in the first half. Handoff to McKissick. That's going to be a gain of 2. McKissick has 7 carries for 37 yards and a touchdown. 2nd and 8 from their own 27-yard line to start the second half. Chargers with a 13-0 lead. 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen, 1 to the right. Luck, delay handoff to McKissick. McKissick running, and he's going to get the first down. 1st and 10 at the 35. He's trying to throw the ball to Keenum. I think he was trying to throw it to Keenum's girlfriend in the stands. If McKissick is able to complete the spin move there on that safety, I think McKissick takes that one to the house. Manti Te'o's girlfriend. Handoff to McKissick again. Another gaping hole up the middle. This one a gain of 7. That'll bring up 2nd and 3. And you see the Buffalo coach beside himself on the sidelines, unsure where he's going to be able to get a stop when it comes to those up the middle runs. Numbers to the field here. Chargers, Luck back to throw. Almost intercepted, but the man looks like he stumbles a little bit. He doesn't fall, but he does lose his balance, and the receiver, Jones Jr., able to come up with the grab. First down into Buffalo's side of the field. Chargers I formation, handoff McKissick, another big run up the middle. The Chargers must have a stellar middle 3 linemen there, center, left, and right guard, because they are just clearing the way for McKissick. This time Bolden gets the ball, able to carry forward for about 2 after having to dance around his lineman. 3rd and inches. Luck under center. Handoff to Pirine. Pirine stretch play just off to the left, and it looks like he's going to gain just enough for the first down, and he does. First down, Chargers at the Buffalo 37. The Chargers on the move. Logan Ryan coming up with his 3rd tackle of the day. This time another handoff up the middle to McKissick. McKissick with an 11-yard gain. That's 70 yards on 11 carries. 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 26. McKissick doesn't even have to do anything special. He just runs straight up the middle, and he's got daylight. Not sure why they're trying to show us this particular move. He didn't complete it anywhere. Hey, Dad, thank you so much for the raid. How was the rest of your stream? How are you enjoying Ghost of Tsushima? Luck, hands off to McKissick, going right. Another gaping hole, and he carries it 10 yards. 1st and 10 to the 16. What's up, you sexy sumbitch? How was your stream, bro? Coach Boone says if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Give McKissick the rock. 3 receivers out to the right. Tight end down to the left. McKissick, ball up the middle. 7-yard gain. No one highlight-worthy play. He's a damn workhorse out there, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't even have to do anything. His line is just clearing away. Chicago could use this line to come out and do snow plowing at this point. Luck under center. Handoff to Pirine. Pirine trying to vulture the touchdown away from McKissick, and he does. Touchdown, Chargers. Sorry for all you fantasy owners out there. McKissick did all the work to get your boys down here, and Pirine steals the touchdown. But either way, if you're a Chargers fan, that's going to be another 6 points on the board. The Chargers are looking mighty impressive so far this week. It is against Buffalo, but impressive nonetheless. Ghost of Tsushima is fucking awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Chargers getting greedy now, going for 2 instead of taking the extra point. Luck coming out in the gun, and he hits Robinson over the middle. The 2-point conversion is good, and the Chargers take a 21-0 lead. Appreciate it, Roddy. I would rather have too many clips than not enough. That way we can actually have some, I don't want to say debate, but some choices for our top 10. Short kickoff again from Suckup. Switzer fields it. Tries to spin through the traffic. Unsuccessful. Only gets up to the 23. Suckup does not have a strong leg. He barely made the field goal earlier, and all of his kickoffs have been short. Watson, at this point, it looks like that first drive we saw from them was not an anomaly, as Buffalo only has a total of 42 yards in this game up to this point. Rushing yards, you see the Chargers owning them 114-0. Ingram stretch play to the left, and he doesn't have 0 anymore. A big run for 19 yards from Melvin Ingram. And that's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 43. Suckup about to get a ticket back to LA, even though he made the kicks. It is a Soulsborne game, huh? Interesting. I mean, I was going to play it either way, but Bills looking to finally get some offense going here. Watson under center. Drops back, and he is brought down hard by the defensive lineman. That's going to be a sack for the Chargers, and Buffalo is moving backwards. They gained more on that play than they did all game? Yeah, I think so. Especially now that you subtract the yards that they just lost there. Coach Herman out there trying to soldier boy on him. Watson in the gun. Running back off to his right. Dumps down to his running back, and it's going to be a short completion. Watson, going into the 4th quarter, has only managed to complete passes for a total of 26 yards. 3rd and 14 for this Buffalo offense. And right now, things are looking pretty good. This commentator is going to knock on the closest thing to wood he can find. Ow. That one, it's looking pretty good that the users are going to come up with a win for the first game this week. Screenplay gets blown up. Buffalo moves backwards 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 4th and 17. Zach Brown blows through the blocking and tackles him before he gets anywhere. Buffalo not bringing out the punt squad, though. Smart enough to realize time is ticking, and they are down big. But what do they have in the playbook for 4th and 17? Absolutely nothing. He goes down. Oliver Vernon, big sack through his lineman, says, tasty. And he eats Watson for damn lunch. Luck and the Chargers offense back out on the field at the Buffalo 28. Watch this beautiful takedown. Vernon fighting against the left tackle here. Gets the sack through the tackle. As you can see, Watson has had a terrible ability to make any sort of decisions in this game. Not sure how much that's related to Watson just having poor decision making and how much of that is the Chargers forcing him to rethink his own self. This time the Chargers coming out in the I formation, handoff to Pirine, goes through the B gap and gains 1 yard. 2nd and 9 from the Buffalo 26. Chargers outgaining Buffalo so far, 243 to 26. Chargers, I formation, strong to the field. Pirine gets the ball and a loss of a yard this time. Wondering where the starter is. Where is McKissick? Are they just giving him a breather? They don't want him to get hurt, I guess. Jones Jr. coming in motion. Stacks behind Howard. Luck to throw. Complete out to McKissick, and McKissick almost able to spin out of the tackle, but not able to keep his balance. That'll bring up 4th and 5 at the Buffalo 22. And despite taking over deep in Buffalo territory, they're going to bring out the field goal unit. Suck up on to attempt the kick. Held by Keenum. It's up. And it's good. Chargers with a commanding 24-0 lead with 2:49 to go in the game. You have to think this is the team Coach Boone thought he was taking over for. Maybe it just took a week for Coach Boone to get his offense and his defense molded around his vision. He had to take them out to Gettysburg and make them run a few miles, bunk with each other. Fine, I'll take them both down. Another big play from the Chargers. Great clip there. Watson, empty formation, in the gun. Back to throw, looks left, hits Brown. Brown catches the slant, jukes the first defender, and squeaks forward for another few yards. 1st and 10 at their own 40. Actually be an idea to have a separate defensive play, like a defensive top 10. I don't know if there's enough plays maybe, but that means 2 top 10 videos per week, and I'm not even sure I've got time for one. I don't know. A lot of defensive plays were on that top 10 last week. The number 1 play was a defensive play. That pick 6 for Hicks was a defensive play. That interception from the Giants in the end zone was a defensive play. Watson throws to Ingram. Ingram hit hard by the Chargers defense and fumbles. Was he down? I didn't see. I looked away. Oh, he's definitely down here. This is not going to be a fumble. This is going to be overturned. Buffalo is still going to have the ball. His whole body is down before that ball comes out. The Chargers offense trying to take the field before the booth can review it, but they might as well go sit their ass back on the bench and get comfortable. Who is this trying to run the huddle anyway? Who is number 11 for the Chargers? It's not Luck and it's not Keenum. This one, we don't even need to go to our expert in LA. We can already tell you his entire lower half of his body and his elbow comes down before that ball comes out. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning, and for the first time in the entire game, Buffalo is inside Chargers territory. They're going to have 1st and 10 from the Chargers 49. The Chargers defense has been absolutely lights out so far this game. Check out that scoregami work. 7, 6, 8, 3. A total of 24. And that's how much the Chargers have. Buffalo with nothing. Buffalo to wishbone. Watson dropping back, looking. He almost overthrows it like luck, but he actually connects on his short pass to the right flat. 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. The receiver gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Pretty sure those are my Powerball numbers. Coach Boone is trying to play the lottery. And I am empty. Gonna be grabbing another drink here in a bit. Watson in the gun. Running back offset to the right. He checks down to him. Ingram brought down by his collar, but not going to be flagged. That's another 1st down for Buffalo. This is the most traction they've had the entire game. 1st and 10 for Buffalo at the Los Angeles 35. Coach Boone ready to tip out before we play a real team. I'm actually legit curious to see how we end up this season because I've simmed through it twice just to see how things end up. And the Giants won the Super Bowl this time. 4 wide, bunched in tight. Watson to throw. Looking to his left, looking to his right, and he goes down again. Milano with a sack. Watson, once again, unable to make any sort of decision. Second and 17 from the 42. Hands off to Ingram, who tries to run it up the middle, and he's stopped after a 2-yard gain. 3rd and 15. Buffalo forced to call a timeout with 1:26 to go in the game. Watson looking. Throws out to the right, and it looks like this one goes out of bounds before it was caught, but the man was about 2 feet out of bounds. That's going to bring up 4th and 15. Now, Buffalo needs 3 full scores with 2-point conversions. They're not even going to try. They're going to punt the ball away. And it's a mediocre punt. The Chargers will take over at the 18. Chargers literally cannot lose. Now they're just trying to preserve the shutout. Or fucking Krogan's? What is Krogan's? Is that like Kroger's? Like grocery sacks? Jumbo package to the right. Luck hands off to Pirine, who runs it to the left. And that's going to be a gain of 10. You would love to see them hand off to McKissick, so he could try and get himself a 100-yard game out here. Instead, they're feeding the fantasy touchdown-stealing vulture out here. We're aliens in Mass Effect who have 4 testicles. Okay. I haven't played Mass Effect yet. Luck under center. Hands off to McKissick. McKissick driving, keeping his legs moving. That's 14 carries for 93 yards. See, if they had given him the ball a couple more times, he would have broken 100, but it doesn't look like they're even going to run another play. Well, maybe. 5 seconds to go. Will they give McKissick one more chance? No, that's going to do it. The obviously now San Diego Chargers win this one 24, Buffalo nothing. And that is only the 2nd shutout by a user this season, the first belonging to Coach Adea, as his Raiders won 13-0 last week. McKissick ends the game with 93 yards rushing. Easily could have gotten the 100 if they had given him 1, maybe 2 more carries. As all things should be. There it is.